There should be an intro here, but I couldn't be bothered to make one, so here you go. Hey guys, it's Rift here, and today I'm bringing you something a bit different, as it's not like me to cover news or anything on this channel. However, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, we learned a little bit more about it recently, the sort of content we'd be getting, and holy shit does this look disappointing. Like, not even so bad it's good, but just straight up soul destroying. So that's what we're going to get into in today's video, and I hope you enjoy it. And I do want to point out real quick that this is no representation for the finished product. The game could actually be pretty awesome on launch. These are just my first impressions from what we have been told. So first of all, to give you a bit of context, basically they begin the article by explaining that Vanguard was the last mainline series Zombies game to feature the mode. You know, with Sledgehammer and Treyarch acknowledging that people didn't like the fact that it lacked round-based gameplay on launch, and the game overall just left a sour taste in people's mouth, even when they finally got off their arse and introduced round-based Zombies game modes, as well as the essentials, you know, such as a Pack-a-Punch camo and the ability to pause in solo. So they start the article off acknowledging the flaws that they made and, you know, the poor launch that Vanguard had. And they acknowledge that, so you'd probably be thinking, okay, so the launch of Modern Warfare 3 is gonna have round-based gameplay, it's gonna have, you know, an attempt to fix the mistakes that they made before, right? Well, you'd be mistaken. Modern Warfare 3 Zombies mode is going to be big, very big, and a quote, fresh approach to zombies. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what this big, fresh approach is. Especially when the warning signs are already there when they market it as being, you know, a large game or like the biggest Zombies experience. Because as we've seen in the past, size is no guarantee of quantity or quality. I mean, take a look at Shadows, right? That is a launch map that is massive, done right. Same with Spaceland and the Final Reich. These launch maps are massive and they work really well. Do you want to know some launch maps that are massive that don't work well? Blood of the Dead, Voyage of Despair, and of course Transit. And sure, Transit kind of gets a pass because it was too aspirational for its time, but the point still stands. It's very concerning that they're marketing, you know, Modern Warfare 3 as being the biggest Zombies experience ever, given the previous entry and how it basically destroyed Zombies as a whole. But okay, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what this fresh approach to Zombies is gonna bring us on launch. According to Activision, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies will not return to the round-based gameplay, but instead have an extraction shooter style loop. This means you'll essentially drop into areas of the new Warzone map as part of the launch, complete any objectives, gather essence and other items, reach an exfil to move on. Now, you know how people took the piss out of Cold War Zombies, saying how the game was literally just Warzone Zombies? That argument has aged extremely fucking poorly. Because at the very least, zombies in that game didn't steal assets from Warzone. Or at the very least, not specifically say word for word that it would do so. However, this game literally says that zombies will take place on parts of the new Warzone map. Like, this is literally just Duron Fung all over again. Just reused assets, no round-based gameplay, and boring fucking objectives. Like, we all dislike Duron Fung. We hated the launch of Vanguard. Hell, even Chaos X Silencer hates Duron Fang. And you're literally making the same fucking mistakes all over again. Now, to give the article some credit, it does say that Zombies will be able to support 24 players broken into 6 squads of 4, which is actually pretty, like, incredible, and it would be the most amount of players ever had in a match. However, at the same time, if it's taking assets from Warzone and this is essentially Warzone Zombies, then I would consider it a downgrade. You know why? Because I'm pretty sure Warzone and most other battle royales can support 60 players. Yet this game, which is basically Warzone Zombies, can only do 24. Which, don't get me wrong, 24 is the most that we've ever seen in zombies. But at the same time, this entire article just screams quantity over quality for me. Like, sure, you can have more people than ever in the same match, but the match itself is gonna be steaming pile of shit. This article is also pretty interesting, saying that Modern Warfare 3 does not feature round-based gameplay. Fair enough. Instead, the gameplay combines Modern Warfare map features with the familiar Treyarch gameplay loop people know and love. If they're referring to Outbreak, I think they're forgetting the main reason people liked Outbreak. And the reason why people did is because it was the tag-along mode to the game itself. It was an ambitious project that, granted, didn't reach its full potential, but if you didn't like it, then that's fine, because you had the 2 other launch maps that were available at the time, and after the game's life cycle, you had the other 4 maps, you had Onslaught, you had a shit ton of things to play if you didn't like Outbreak. But if you did like Outbreak, then that was fine, because you could go ahead and play it. But this game doesn't have round-based gameplay. So essentially what they're saying is, do you like Outbreak? No, you don't? Well, then this game isn't for you. Also, articles across different websites basically scream the same thing. This is going to be the largest zombies game ever. However, this screenshot of gameplay we have just screams fucking laziness. Like, it's literally just the Mimic all over again, in my opinion, unless they rename it or give it a few different abilities, but it's still not original. You can also see the Burger Town thing in the background, which potentially looks like stolen assets from Forsaken's Burger Town, which was already a reference to the Infection Exo Zombies map. It was just a reference, like, it's just screaming reused assets, and I shouldn't be too surprised considering this is the same game which says that they will have 30 multiplayer maps, but 16 of them are straight up ripped from the original Modern Warfare 2. And don't get me wrong, I liked Modern Warfare 2, and I think we would all agree that Modern Warfare 2 had the best multiplayer, or at least second best behind Black Ops 2. But to completely take that game's map roster and introduce it into a game over 10 years later just screams laziness to me, and it really screams like they are desperate to appease as many fans as they can. Like, imagine if you got Modern Warfare 2 all the way back in 2009 and it was the exact same maps as Modern Warfare, like the original one. Like, that would be so deflating. Or imagine if Black Ops 2 had the exact same maps as BO1. It just wouldn't have been that fun. Like, it's as if they can't make good multiplayer maps anymore. Although, Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 2022 kinda proved this. Hell, even Cold War proved this, as the maps in that game were mostly shit. As a Cold War enjoyer, I usually played the shooting range map or the Nuketown map. And again, it doesn't matter where you look, it basically says the exact same thing, letting people explore an open world environment and face against some of the biggest enemies in Call of Duty history. Like, it's literally just Outbreak 2. Like, Outbreak you could already take on, like, the Order, like this 50-foot fucking zombie, the Legion, who's already massive, and they don't say anything else about the game. It's just, oh, you can take on big enemies in this big open world that you totally haven't seen before in a inevitably more successful game. Or at the very least, a successful zombies game. So, I just don't know what to make from all of this. I'd be very keen to hear what you guys have to say, because it doesn't matter which website you go to, they all just repeat themselves. They don't actually tell you anything like Easter eggs, you know, how they're gonna fix issues that Vanguard introduced. They literally said, oh, so you know how Vanguard has these issues that you all hated? Well, we're gonna repeat those mistakes 2 years later. Hope you enjoyed the game. So ultimately, what does all of this mean? Well, I'm sure that the campaign and multiplayer are gonna be perfectly fine, harmless enough. even if the multiplayer maps, more than half of them are going to be reused. They are returning some gimmicks like the map selection, and they're obviously bringing zombies back, so it's clear that they are showing some love at least to their fans. But at the same time, they're just so not in the right mindset. Like, they're literally saying, yeah, so you know how Vanguard launched without round-based gameplay and sheepishly added it in as an afterthought to try please fans? Well, we're just remaking that same mistake. You know, no round-based gameplay, we're just bringing you Outbreak 2.0, and we are alienating the zombies community because they are essentially saying, hey, did you like Outbreak? No? Well, then this game isn't for you. But did you like Outbreak? Oh, yes, you did. Well, guess what, buddy? You're gonna pay £60 more for the same game that you literally had 2 years ago, or 3 years ago at this point. Like, it doesn't make any sense, guys, and I'll be honest, Vanguard killed Call of Duty for me. I've not bought any of the new maps since then, or any of the new games, and I have no doubt in my mind that Modern Warfare 3 is not the game to bring me back to the series. The multiplayer might be good, the campaign might be the best that the new trilogy has to offer, but in terms of the zombies, this ain't it, Chief. And I'm going to be playing Modern Warfare 3 Zombies on the Black Ops 3 Custom Workshop. And this is where the outro should be if I could actually be bothered to make one. Maybe like, comment, subscribe, and check out some other videos from me? I'm serious, there's no outro. Why are you guys still here? It's not a Marvel movie, there's no post-credit scene. Okay, fine, I'll make an outro, here you